the player about music theory as in play. And I'm Tracy. So what has been accomplished these past few weeks? I've been working a lot on the battle infrastructure and implementing different files such as like attack and like making sure that that talks to the interface and things like that. And I've also been working on an enemy randomizer. I chose an algorithm that weights how the enemy, like how the player is doing, and it has a bit of a it takes into account the more recent progress that the player has. So if they were doing badly in the beginning, but then they start to get better, the program will be able to take that into account and understand and recognize that you're starting to learn the concept, so it can adapt to a player's ability. Problems that I've had, implementing battle mode has been going a lot slower than I had hoped it would. This is my first time doing anything that's really back-end oriented, and I've been learning a lot, but it's been taking longer than I had hoped. I've also been having a lot of issues with just the Python library. Sometimes it takes me a little while to find exactly like proper documentation on things and stuff like that, so I struggle a little bit. And it's also starting to lag a lot when I add in things. So I'm either gonna double check and make sure that I'm doing everything as efficiently as possible, or consider switching to another program such as Unity or something like that. The goals that I have for the remainder of the summer, I want to finish the enemy randomizer and implement that and make sure that it's all working and tested a lot. And I want to finish the battle backend and make sure interface, enemies, battle are all talking to each other. And I want to clean up the code because recently someone else has become interested in the project, and I realized how little documentation I've had and how I can't just like pick up the code and send it to somebody else because it's very confusing, and it even took me a while to either recall things I had done in the past or understand what other people have worked on. So thanks to Professor Markey, Professor Goldschmidt, Sean Sullivan, and RCOS. Any questions? Yes.
This is the
I can't hear you. Can you talk louder?
So this has been on my mind for a little bit, but can you describe how the battle mechanics work? Like, is it going to be some kind of like I know that you're planning to, for this part of the project, make a battle mechanic that teaches people about different iterations of notes. Is that going to be something similar to, say, like a rhythm game, or something like, I don't know, Mother 3, where there's an attack command and there's also...
Sorry, can you speak up a little bit more?
So, will this battle mechanic be closer to, say, like a rhythm game, or a something like it'd be better playing Mother 3? There's a mechanic in the battle where pressing the button at certain music would allow you to change.
I don't know what game you're talking about, but I feel like it's probably going to be a little bit more like that, but there probably will be rhythm elements in it. It's basically supposed to just feel like you're playing music. So, like, the beginning parts will obviously just be learning durations and stuff, but later on there'll be, like, background music and things like when you have a keyboard, or you can either plug in a MIDI keyboard will hopefully be implemented too, but you can always just use the computer keyboard, and you should actually be able to play along with the music, and different things that the enemies do or that you choose to do will affect the battle. So it's supposed to feel a lot like you're playing music, and there will be, you'll get like other party members who might be percussionists, and those will be like all their attacks will be like rhythm oriented. And if you have somebody who's like a pianist, then you'll be doing more stuff focused on like playing notes or chords or melodic things. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
So you're not updating codes there, that's how
Yeah, soon I've been having a little bit of trouble with the,
you immediate is any help, ask them.
Yeah, I was gonna actually email somebody about the issue I was having with Pygame the other day, but then I found it on the internet finally, and also it's a problem that other people have had. So
Usually that's how it happens is
yeah,
any of the problems that you had, thousands of other people had, and at least 500 people would have solved it. So,
yeah.
thanks.